1, and we are live. Yes, this is Kyushu Live. Kyushu Live? Kyushu Live! That's right, Kyushu Live, the very first mobile live stream here in Fukuoka City for us. And it's all a bit of an experiment. So fasten your seatbelts, hang on. We're going for a live stream in Fukuoka City. And today's route, as people can see, we're at the Keigo Yotsukado, the Keigo four-way intersection. And what we're going to do today is we are going to walk along Keyaki-dori. Keyaki-dori is one of my favorite streets in Fukuoka. It's actually called Untitled from this side going down to Tenjin, but we are going to go west. We're going to head towards Gokoku-jinja, the Gokoku shrine, because yes, the other thing is today, it's Happy New Year. It's January the 1st, 2021. And Happy New Year to everybody. Everybody, I doubt anybody's actually listening or watching, but just in case somebody is, or somebody plays this back from the archives, Happy New Year to you, and thank you for joining. So across the road, the Plaza Pachinko Parlor. When I first moved here to Fukuoka a long time ago, talking like 30 years ago, that was the Shimizu Kensatsu Gaisha. It was this Shimizu construction company, I guess Fukuoka headquarters there. That's how I remember that. But finally we're gonna get going here. Long light here, here we go. So obviously this is usually a much busier place. Commuters barreling down this sidewalk here on bicycles. Yeah, there's so much to point out in this area here. So many things that I know or places I go to. Over there, Nuaria, Sri Lankan restaurant that I love to go to, and it's been in business a very long time. Yeah, there's just so much going on, so much to talk about. I don't know where to begin. I've never been in that kisaten there, but I think I'd like it. It looks really sort of retro, Showa Jidai ne, Showa-poi. There's so many places that I've been to. This used to be called Western, and it's a obviously American style grilled steak spot. The Japanese flags on the street, they're up for the public holiday or New Year's, I imagine. That's what's happening there. Yes, once this series gets going, I'm going to have a second phone, and I'll be able to chat and interact with people who are watching this. Right now, I can't see any chat messages, if there are any, on YouTube. I doubt there are, because nobody really knows I'm doing this today. I just announced it on my Facebook page that I will be doing this series of live casts. Only 30 minutes ago, so I doubt anybody's watching yet. Keyaki-dori. You can see that written here on this street post. And these are nice street posts, nice street lamps. And those are the Kayaki. I don't know what they're called in English, but these trees are Kayaki trees. And they line both sides of this avenue. Here's maybe some explanation of the area here. These days, as you can see, there's lots of shops, of course, boutiques mostly, not big shops, and condominiums, mansions. And it's a national road, since it's quite busy and bus lanes. Newport. This bar has been here since I moved to Fukuoka, so that's at least 30 years. I've always liked the exterior of this mansion here. I do have a wide lens, which maybe I should turn that on. Everything's new, first time, so I don't want to screw things up here, but we're going to try going into the wide lens here because we can. There it goes. So that is the wide lens. I don't know what the quality's like. It looks a bit fuzzy actually right now. Maybe I got a fingerprint on it, but yeah, I'll just spin around once so you can see where we've come from. That was the Keigo Yotsukado four-way intersection down there. And as I say, there's just lots and lots of condominiums on this road. Rather high-end properties. It's an exclusive area. I'm going to go back to the regular lens here, which I think will give us better quality. A roadside shrine. Kind of cool. And yeah, lots of Nishitetsu buses flying their way through. So in the spring and summer, these trees obviously have lots of leaves and they give a lot of shade. So this is almost like a tunnel going down this road here. One of the few streets that is really tree covered in the city. So that's what that's about. Tall building going up here. Wow, for Fukuoka, that's tall. That building over there, Hair Salon Oki, the second and third floor, the upper floor is there. That used to be the French cultural center here in Fukuoka. They've moved since into Meiji-dori, but that was there for years. Here too, what is it? Rollins. I think this had a different name before. There's a not a live house, there's a bar back there. And I think they did have some live music there as well too. Getting flashbacks of all the places I used to go here. But yeah. So it's January 1st. Everything's closed, pretty much. What do we see was open? Convenience store was open. And what else? That's about it today. Keyaki-dori. Akasaka 2丁目ね。Akasaka 2丁目。So January 1st is the start of hatsumode. Hatsumode is the first visit to the shrine of the year. Something that most Japanese take very seriously. And this year, due to coronavirus, less people will be going. But actually, we're on our way. We're going to walk by. I'm not going to go into the shrine. I'm not going to line up, and I'm not going to be paying respects or getting close to people for that matter. I don't want to go anywhere crowded or want to maintain social distancing. But yeah, at the end of this street, we're going to get very close to Gokoku-jinja, which is one of the main shrines in Fukuoka. And there'll be people, no doubt, there. Hey, I can see a message from Jody. Happy New Year to Jody. Thank you for checking in. Jody's another old timer in this town. No doubt he has some memories from these streets as well too. So yeah, I haven't really talked about what we're doing or why we're doing this. But as you can imagine, it's basically, I'm just going to walk around Fukuoka with this camera and share images of Fukuoka for people who used to live here, people who once visited here, and even people who live around here who haven't seen everything. And not just Fukuoka, but as the title, the series title is Kyushu Live. And we're going to start here in Fukuoka, but I hope to branch out to other parts of Kyushu and, you know, generate some exposure for Kyushu around the world. So much to see. As I said, yeah, the convenience stores are open. A little bit of trivia. This building on the second floor or so is where the very first issue of Fukuoka Now was made. That's over 20 years ago. It's a long time ago. Some people coming down the street here. I'm doing my best, by the way, not to show faces. I don't want to disturb people's privacy, so I won't do my best not to show people's faces. There'll be some collateral damage. Basically, the idea here is to show Fukuoka and Kyushu, not people. KFC! This KFC, for sure, at least 25 years in that location, for sure. I don't think I've been there in 20 years, but it's been there a very long time. And behind the Kentucky Fried Chicken, behind what looks like a construction site there, that is Maizuru Koen. Maizuru Koen is where the Fukuoka Castle ruins are. Anyways, this huge park here in Fukuoka, huge, really nice to walk through, and we'll definitely do a walk through there eventually. But there is a back route. Not many people know it, but you can actually walk in. You can access Maizuru Koen through there, but it looks like they're building a mansion there. This bicycle shop's been here forever too. We're gonna have to come back when these shops are open and talk about this again. There's just so much on this road here. And the next shop too. I haven't been here in a long time, but a bit of a delicatessen, European, plus there's Italian food and dish, Menti, and the second floor too. It's a really, really good. I haven't been there in years, but very small restaurant here. Pasta, risotto, nucli, minestrone. That's a really good spot. I'd like to go back there. But as I said, it's a delicatessen as well too. You can buy European foods there. It's really good. Once again, we're walking down Keyaki-dori in Fukuoka City. It's January 1st. Happy New Year. And this is a new project we're calling Kyushu Live, where I'm going to walk up and down all kinds of streets in Fukuoka and eventually around Kyushu and share the scenes of Kyushu live. Actually, I'm getting some messages saying internet connection is unstable, so I hope the quality is okay. Just gonna push through here and just hope that it's all right. Bus stops here in Fukuoka. Analog. No digital signs here. These are kind of hard to figure out too. I think even for Japanese. But also, I love how low these seats are here, eh? Look at that. I think I'd almost be on the ground there. I don't. Those are really low, but I guess they're ideal for the elderly and children, and they're the ones who need it. So fair enough. We got a sign up there. You can see we're on the way. Go further west, end up at Seaside Momochi, Nishijin, Karatsu, and Itoshima. It's quite a ways. Okay. Yeah, this will become more interesting when I have a second phone and I'll be able to chat with you guys or whoever's listening, watching. Actually, today's the first day for everything, using this software, the gimbal, everything. I mean, I've practiced a little bit, but this is the first time we've gone live, and there's bound to be lots of problems, and things are definitely going to get better. Bear with. Okay. That big sign straight ahead says Gokoku-jinja. As I said, that's one of our targets for today. Very large, important shrine here in Fukuoka. And there should be lots of people there today. Well, again, it's, in the midst of the pandemic, so people are being asked not to go, which is fair enough and correct. You don't want people gathering closely. So I think they have some type of system. We'll find. We're going to take a look from a distance today. Walk by and see what it looks like. But I imagine they have some system where people can stand far away from each other and line up. I don't know. We'll see. So the weather here in Fukuoka is a little bit wet, a little bit cold. I don't know what the degrees are, to be honest. But as you can see, people are wearing coats, down coats, and carrying umbrellas. That's what kind of weather it is. Better than yesterday and the day before. Really strong winds and colder. In some areas, got snow. Across the road, there's I guess you call it an antique, a vintage goods shop. And a really good coffee shop, Beanie Coffee. Been in business for ages here in Fukuoka, and this is, I believe, the second location, Beanie Coffee. Maybe we'll walk by it on the way back. I'm sure it's not open, but the vintage shop is open. That's kind of interesting. Open for business. I guess they're expecting people to walk by on their way to the shrine. Still getting this error message, internet connection is unstable. If anybody is watching on YouTube and they don't mind sending a chat, let me know if the image quality is okay or not, or if it's gotten worse. I'm getting errors, internet connection is unstable. Yeah, that's a really cool spot over there. Biotop, fashion, a retailer. Also, you can see gardening as well too. And there's about a cafeteria, but there's a cafe in there as well too. Kind of high-end stuff there. Castle bus stop, it said. As I mentioned, we're walking along the side of Maizuru Koen. You can see more official entrance to the park over there. We'll definitely come back and do a walk through there. Thanks, Jody, for the feedback. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I can adjust the settings on the software to improve things. We'll see. Okay, well, we're getting close to the shrine entrance. In fact, this is one entrance. I think that I'm going to go to the second entrance, which is a bit more scenic. You can see that's a parking lot on the other side of the road. People are using to park and then walk over to the shrine. So quite a few people. I imagine a normal year this place would be just packed though. So it's probably a lot less. Okay, so I'm going to try not to film people's faces. Fortunately, almost everyone has a mask on. Just scooting behind these people. If you're just tuning in, we've been walking along Keyaki-dori, and now we have come to Gokoku-jinja, Gokoku Shrine, where people are filtering in for hatsumode, first shrine visit of the year. And yeah, I guess it's not that crowded. It looks safe to go in there. I will stay away from people as much as possible. But we will go in and take a look here. For anyone who hasn't visited Japan, things like this are pretty interesting, pretty cool. I can see some stalls up ahead, typical of a Japanese festival. maybe some festival foods, and sometimes some sort of games or attractions for the kids and so forth. But obviously things are really subdued this year. This is, I don't know, 1/50th of the volume of people that would be here. We have Turkish, it looks like kebab or something. So that's going on. Kebab. Oh. Yeah, kind of sad, you know. A lot of people really look forward to coming to hatsumode, kick off the year with a visit to the shrine and the Japanese festival atmosphere of these stalls. Take a little peek in here. Yeah. Grilled foods, games. You can't smell through the video, but let me tell you, nice aroma happening here. Okay, so that's that. And now we are getting closer to the main entrance of the shrine. And it's January 1st, and it's around 3:30 or so. Oh. The statue here is masked as well too. And here are some requests to the public to do all the necessary social distancing and masking and all that. So yeah, the main gate, the tori. Take a walk through here. I've lived in Japan, 34 years? Long time. And of course I participated in hatsumode many times. But in recent years, my wife and I tend to travel overseas this time of year, so I'm not totally up on exactly what's happening where. But we can see people are lining up to take their turns at going up to the main shrine to give an offering and make a prayer. Yes, that is another idea. I'm hoping to have my wife Emiko join me on some of these walks, and you'll get more authentic, more accurate information about what's what. I think by doing this project, I'm going to realize just how much I don't know about this place that I've lived in for over 30 years. That's what's going to happen. But I think I know more than a lot of people who will be tuning into this. So if that's of any help or service, that would be great. Okay, we're getting closer and closer, but I'm not going to get too close. I think actually I'll stop here and just show you the main shrine area. And along the sides, the shrine maidens are at these booths selling lucky charms, mikuji and all that kind of stuff. Lots of those available there as well too. So, seems things are being managed quite well. See, what they're doing is they're letting a group by group go up to the main shrine, and then they have a little standby area. Guardsmen tell them where to wait, and social distancing and prayers. This is definitely one of the more spacious shrine grounds in all of Fukuoka. You got a New Year's decoration here. Yeah, this place is great in all seasons, except for summer. Why? Why? Because this area here, no trees, as you can see. That's the attraction. It's also makes it really hot here in the summer. I've done some photo shoots here in the summer. It's really hot. Yeah, so that was our goal today, was to walk as far as here. But we're not done. We're not done. My goal, or thinking for these walks, is roughly 1 hour. And I think we've walked for 32 minutes now. So I think walking back from where we started, but maybe going down a back street from Keyaki-dori will be interesting. Yeah, it's not too cold. It was freezing yesterday, where I live anyways. Freezing and super strong wind. Today's not bad. Not bad. A little wet, but not raining. Another masked guardian. Very symbolic. Tempted to stop by and get something warm to eat or drink, but I'm going to push on here. Does smell good though. Takoyaki. Let's just take a look at the takoyaki. Have to work out how to do this filming and eating at the same time. I'm sure there's a way. Turkish kebab. Okay. Well, that was our quick visit. Well, I don't know, that was a lot less people than I thought would be there, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. COVID's ramping up here in Fukuoka and of course Japan. Still doesn't compare to the situation in Europe and North America, but things could get out of hand quickly. So we gotta do what we can to stop the bug from spreading around. Yeah. So across the road, and I am thinking of crossing the road, that is the Fukuoka City Art Museum. And I think we've got time just to walk into, this will be a teaser for a future walk into Ohori Koen, because this is one of the entrances to Ohori Koen. See, this guy here, this is, there's the year-end jumbo lottery, and this guy won it last year. That's what that is. Also coming up on the left is the NHK building in Fukuoka. And Otsukare-sama. Thank them for all the work that they do for all the local news. National news you can get anywhere, but local news, I and a lot of other people are reliant on NHK for all the local news. So, otsukare-sama to them. I'm sure people are in there working. They don't get a day off. Media jobs. I don't have a day off. Well, I'm joking. I don't consider this work. This is not work yet. If this becomes really popular, who knows, it might become a job. Okay, so as I said, this is, we're just gonna walk up to the entrance of the Fukuoka Art Museum. This is the city-run art museum, which was recently renovated. These are the kind of details that I won't be able to remember, but I believe the renovation ended last year, so it's been open I think come cherry blossom season, it will be 1 year since this whole art museum was renovated. And they left much of the exterior, or much of the building actually, they just did like a renovation, like interior renovation, and modernized what probably was built in the 60s. And that's really cool. Really, really well done. So I don't know. I don't think we'll be allowed to take a camera in there, but who knows? Who knows? Once this gets going, if people like it, maybe we'll be able to do live streams inside buildings as well too. But this is again the Fukuoka Art Museum. And entrance to Ohori Koen. So many places to walk around in Fukuoka that would be interesting to share. And I'm sure Ohori Koen is going to be one of the more popular ones. You can see straight ahead, at least I can, Fukuoka Tower. Straight ahead, Fukuoka Tower. And also on this side are the gates to a Japanese traditional garden. I don't know what the official name of it is. This is actually run by the prefecture. Beautiful inside there. It's a real, obviously authentic and quite spacious, large Japanese garden. Maybe we'll take a look at the sign here. This, I'm sure they would allow me to go in with a camera. This would be cool to walk through in a nice season. Look at that. And how much is it? 250 yen? Cheap. Only 250 yen. But here we are in, yes, one of Fukuoka's most popular places for residents and visitors alike, Ohori Koen. Huge pond, and the track, I believe, is 2.2 kilometers. It's 2 kilometers. It's something like that. I used to jog here. Yeah, you can see people cruising around. Again, this is New Year's Day. New Year's Day, so very quiet everywhere, even the park. It's the jogging boom recent years. Apparently pretty crowded here. So get across. Yeah, it's a really beautiful park. This is a whole whole different live stream to come here again, but we will do that. Just gonna do a little quick spin here. So yeah, I'd love to hear from anyone who's watching this where they would like me to broadcast from the next time. Any requests? Put them in the comments. That'd be great. But yeah, we will save Ohori Park for another time. And I'm going to do a U-turn. I think in the future we're not going to do U-turns. We're not going to, go up one street and another. But this time, for today, I thought I'd keep things really simple. And there's the possibility of rain to fall on me. So I would like to end up near where I started. Yeah. Well, I feel, what's the word? Less silly, less conspicuous than I thought I would. I was, very hesitant to walk around carrying a gimbal. Even the word gimbal, I have a problem with it. I don't like the word gimbal. That's what my phone is sitting on, this electronic gimbal, something that stabilizes it as I walk. Anyways, point is, yeah, it's a little embarrassing. Embarrassing? It was embarrassing, but I don't know. I feel a little weird walking around with a piece of technology like this in my hand. On their hand, it's mission critical. Gets the job done. And not only am I getting used to it, the thing is these things are so popular. People using selfie sticks and gimbals and just taking photos of themselves and things so much for so long now that I think people are just used to them. I had a digital camera way back, like way back when they were very, very, I'd say almost experimental. In fact, there was an Apple digital camera that I was using here in Fukuoka, I'd say 1991 or so, that could only take 6 photos. And actually the black and white too. Black and white and 6 photos, Apple branded product. It was huge, it was like a big pair of binoculars. But things have progressed. People are getting used to digital cameras. Not used to, geez, that's an understatement. Everyone's got a digital camera in their phone and video and all that. So this isn't weird, is it? I'm not weird. Okay, so this is not called Keyaki-dori, and I don't know what the name of this is. Would this be Meiji-dori? I don't know what the road is called here, to be honest. But that is Gokoku Shrine, which we walked through 10 minutes ago or so. And we're heading back towards Tenji area. And not the next intersection, but the intersection after that will be where Keyaki-dori starts. Route 202, National Road.
She's talking to someone on
We're on our way back. We're over the halfway mark. Or well over. 44 minutes. Woohoo! 45 minutes. I'm getting those internet connection is unstable warnings again on my phone, which is not good. Just bear with us for a while. I think those will disappear in the next 10 minutes. The reception will get better. premium taxi. Ooh. Yeah, this is definitely not Keyaki-dori would be down there. If you went straight through this road here that separates Ohori Koen, Ohori Park, and Maidens Koen. Over there. Anyways, you'd end up at Meiji if you turn left here, Keyaki-dori. But this is, as I say, where Gokoku-jinja is, Gokoku Shrine. And we're just waiting for the light to change. So live streams, mobile live streams, not brand new, but still kind of new. Not everybody does them. A lot of problems in doing a mobile live stream. Number one, reception. That's what we're dealing with right now. I have some errors coming up here, but you need a very stable and decent, solid connection. Really, that's the main thing. Having a gimbal and a smartphone, the other bits of hardware. But yeah, I guess it's a connection. Then there's some software. And then connecting that to, we're going to be posting these on YouTube. So you have to connect to YouTube and fiddle around with this and that. And then there's a microphone. I'm not using a special mic yet. Not today anyways. This is just the regular built-in microphone. And it should be okay on a quiet. I say quiet, it isn't too windy today. But in heavy wind, we're going to want to have a microphone. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to when we have more people watching this, especially people from overseas, people who have lived in Kyushu before, people who have visited Kyushu, and maybe fielding some of their questions, if they have questions about the area. Obviously, I won't be able to answer everything, but I will try. And it's just be interesting to see what people want to know. And I'll do my best to answer the questions. So yeah, I'm going to get a second phone and I'll be able to monitor and reply to chats better that way. And that will make it just more interactive. Right now I'm just talking to myself. Well, I know somebody's there. Someone must be listening. We'll see. Yeah, I don't have a schedule yet either for when I'm going to do these live streams, but I am committed to doing at least 20 of them. I am going to sort of cover some of the, I don't know, places I think are interesting in Fukuoka and build this up as a series. So what I'd really like to see is I'd like to continue this and do, 15 a month, every second day type thing. That's what my image is. But that depends whether people want it or not, whether they watch it or not. Here's this vintage shop, which is actually open today. And all kinds of stuff here. Yeah, so that's sort of the plan. So, no matter what, we're going to end up with on our channel 20 videos of me walking through different parts of Fukuoka. And that will be in an archive, and people who want to check out a certain area of Fukuoka from the ground, from the street, that will be useful to them. But more than that, I'm hoping that this takes off and becomes something kind of interactive, and we're able to do these live streams from all over Kyushu. So See how it goes. Okay, we're back on Keyaki-dori, the street named after the trees in the foreground. Yes, that's a bus lane on the left here. Certain times of day. What does it say? It says up here 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. only buses can travel on this road. And yes, that's the bicycle lane as well too. So bicycles and buses sharing one lane. What could go wrong? Let's start. It's a start. So, Akasaka Sanchome bus station stop. Here we are. And yeah, it's kind of a shame. Well, it's kind of interesting to see the street empty and so forth for quiet, but we're gonna come back here maybe in a different season. I don't know when. Come back, and this is just such a pretty street and really nice shops all the way around. So yeah, we'll have to come back for sure. New Year's Day in Fukuoka City, January 1st, 2021, and we're live. Here are the Kayaki Trees. Start seeing them here. They drop a sap in the spring, I believe. Just even like you're driving your car into here, stop at a light or whatever, and your car gets covered in like, it's almost like a mist or a light rain. Drops of sap just come out of the tree leaves here. Not one of my favorite things. But otherwise, beautiful. And actually the leaves here on these trees turn kind of a nice yellow color, almost like a poplar tree. And this street is just beautiful in every season. So as I said, I don't think we're going to go up and down the same street in the future. And even today, when we get to the next stoplight there, I'm going to do a little bit of a detour. I'm going to take a jog into what's called Keigo Hondori. I guess the old street. An old street that runs behind this one. That will be off to the right. The next set of lights. This is Châtelet Szasz. Okay, I'm going to try the wide lens again here. This will be a little bit of a test. And boom. There we go. So this is the wide lens. Oh. I think, is that Mai just said Happy New Year. Well, Happy New Year to you. Thank you for logging in. Checking us out. Yeah, this is using the wide lens, which obviously will be better for showing off buildings and things like that. but I'm not sure about the overall quality of it. I will walk with it for a little while. Get on the site. Advertised. That looks like it's open. Sports club. So no excuse for not maintaining your resolution to get in shape. Sports clubs are open in Fukuoka. And the buses are running. But yeah, as you can see, most restaurants, all the shops really here are closed. As they should be. Everybody should be taking the day off. Everybody should be at home with their families. So yeah, we're using the wide angle lens here, which looks pretty good to me here. Okay, we're going to make a turn here. So we are going to jump off of Keyaki-dori. Let me just do a little pan here. That's Keyaki-dori. We started this not maybe 3 lights down. We started that. But this is what Hanamizuki-dori. This is a new street. And it's going to take us to the entrance of Keigo-hon-dori, which is another street I love. All kinds of good restaurants, places to eat. So we'll take a walk. Everything's going to be closed. As I said, today is January 1st. Everything's closed here. But that's nice too. You're looking at Fukuoka at its very quietest. What do people think of this wide lens? I'll switch back to the normal lens soon. But this is the wide lens. Across the street too. Okay, well, we've come up to it's 58 minutes since we started the live stream. And I don't know. So far, so good. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to actually watch this again. I need to watch this and learn from this experience, make the next one better. Speaking of the next one, as I say, we don't have a firm plan. Not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow. The 3rd, January 3rd, we're going to do another live stream from somewhere in Fukuoka. As I say, if anyone has any requests, leave a comment under this video on YouTube. That'll be the best way. And yeah, can't promise we'll do it, but the squeaky wheel does get the oil. Okay, I am going to switch lenses here so we can see how it looks different. Boom. We're back to the normal lens, and I expect the quality is probably a lot better. Obviously it's narrow. That is a very famous girls' school, women's school. I forget the name of it. And here we are. I love this street here. This is Keigo Hondori. And it won't look like much, especially with all the shops closed. But again, it's all just low-rise, older buildings. Ground floors are shops. Might be someone living above them on the other floors. Don't know. But yeah, there's a cafe here, actually. I haven't been to in years. This sort of cream-colored building. I don't know if there's a cafe way up there, if it's still open or not. Solo, maybe that's what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, there's so many good restaurants, cafes and bars on this back street here. Keigo Hondori, if you come to Fukuoka, this is a good place. And again, we will come back here. This could be a couple hours. I mean, it's only like a kilometer and a half, maybe, this area here. But there's so many. That's a little photo studio and gallery there. And then there's a Bangladesh. See, there's a flag, Bangladeshi flag. And there's a guy there he's been in business for years. I'm guessing at least 20 years, making curry there. I haven't been there in years either. This is going to be one of the best things about doing this live stream for me is remembering all the great places that I have been to in Fukuoka in the 30 years that I've lived here. It's going to be good for me too. Problem is, I'm going to want to stop and go into them. Today, everything's closed. Here's the yakitori. Ibushiza. We've reported on this. I've done a report on that. This is a really good yakitori spot. No doubt. Oh, we're coming up to a coffee roaster, like old school from way back. Roasters Coffee. Ne? This place is, yeah, old school. The guy hand sorts every bean. And yeah, he's been here in this location forever as well, too. So yeah, I mean, so many things to talk about here. And some surprises and not good surprises. This, you can see me back there. This is where Christie's was. It used to be a fantastic, actually one of the first Napolitan style pizza places in Fukuoka. Christie's is no longer. Could be a casualty of corona impact. I don't know. Oh, that's a surprise. See, that's another good thing about walking around town. Get updated on what's open, what's closed. Tok Tok. I believe that's the second location which was just a tiny restaurant in the Minato area, serving seafood. And I think they got several locations now, including inside Hakata Station as well too. But that's a really good local fish restaurant. Yeah, fish restaurant, inexpensive. And the people who run it, I did a report on them years ago. I mean, going way back. And they actually are fishermen, the family. They have a boat and they fish. So can't get more authentic than that. Okay, it's now been an hour and 5 minutes, coming up to 5 minutes, and my hand is officially cold. We're gonna wrap this up pretty soon. We're getting back to where we started. This is the Shirozu Coffee Cafe. It's open. Oh, I see an opportunity to warm my hand. Shirozu Coffee, let me get further away. That's the problem with this lens. I have to get further away. But Shirozu Coffee is very good. We go there quite often recently. And a roaster. He's also in Minato area where they roast the coffee. He has a different location, Minato, but this is their cafe and Keigo Hondori. So, yeah. Yeah, in this street, I mean, in the 30 years that I've lived in Fukuoka, I've often come to a lot of the shops and restaurants along this street. And really, it hasn't changed that much. I mean, places have come and gone, for sure. There's all kinds, like, what's this? Bread and Cafe. Metro. I don't know, this is obviously new. I've never been in there, don't know anything about it, but I used to know every single shop along the way. That's a Tachinomiya, standing, eating, drinking spot. New, fairly popular. And this place on the corner, yeah, we should do a night walk through here. There's another Tachinomiya. Tachinomiya is standing, drinking type pub. I forget what it's called too. I don't know what anything's called. I'm horrible with names. But this place is super popular. Not fancy at all. Really sort of. And this Italian pizza restaurant as well. Wood-fired stove and all that. It's been here for years now. Also really good. I'm getting hungry. And we are getting very close to, there it is. The set of lights in the background there. That is the Keigo four-way intersection, Keigo Yotsukado. And that's where we began this walk. 1 hour and 7 minutes ago. So, how was it? Did anyone enjoy this? Did anyone see it? That'd be great. I got some information in the description of the video. Got an email